diamond ring and 12 red roses, everything she ever wanted. All those dreams, and now they're finally here. She's so young and he's so perfect. They waited for love and it was worth it.
Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is really exciting because it's another video part of my wedding series here on my channel. And today's video is going to be all about wedding registries and our experience, and just kind of go about doing your whole wedding registry. So that was something that we really loved and we really had fun doing with Ricardo, was just kind of figuring out what we wanted for our new home and kind of what we would be, you know, kind of using. So what we did is that we picked out a couple of the stores that, you know, we normally go to, or just a store that of course is really well known for having a lot of like home essentials. So we ended up you know, visiting these stores and just kind of seeing what their process was for wedding registries. And it's interesting because each store has its own process. They have their own procedures and their own way of doing things. So the first one that we went to was Bed Bath & Beyond, and Bed Bath & Beyond is great because you actually get kind of like a personal shopper that goes with you around the store and helps you pick out different things. So what we did, we just told them, hey, you know, we're looking to start our wedding registry, you know, can you help? And so of course they sit down with you, they kind of go through the whole process with you and share with you kind of what you'll be doing. They get some basic information from you, create you an account and all that, and then you actually go out to the store and you go through all the different sections of, you know, home you could possibly think of, and you just pick out stuff for your new home. And so it was nice because it was nice to have somebody with you who knew what they were talking about, knew the products, knew what was good, what wasn't, and they were able to like help us figure that out. And then, you know, we went through all the different sections of the house. So you go through like kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathrooms, the works really, and everything in between. So at that day it was so funny because, you know, it was our first time, so we just went in and we like scanned everything and we're like, yeah, let's do that, let's use this, let's do that. But we weren't really thinking too much about it. We were just like, hey, that sounds good, you know, she says we need it, let's get it. So we got, you know, a bunch of stuff on our registry, and that day I just felt so overwhelmed. Like, it was awesome, but I was like, do I really need all these things? But yeah, it was fun. And then at the end, you know, you get a printout of like everything that you selected, everything you picked, and then you get like a little booklet, a little bag, like a little gift bag from it. So that was really fun. So I would, if you guys have like a Bed Bath & Beyond around you, I would definitely check them out first, just because you kind of get like the whole gist of what the wedding registry process is like and kind of what it all entails. And you also get kind of like a walkthrough through the whole store, and you kind of figure out, you know, different things for your home that you may need. It's just a good way to get a really in-depth overview of what you might need. So that's where we went first, and then after that we ended up going to Target. It's one of my favorite stores. Like, I'm always there. Like, if I can find a reason to go to Target, I will. And sometimes I go there with no reason. I'll just go, just walk the aisles, just because I love being in there. So we went there and we figured out what they did. And pretty much what you do there is you get like a scanner and you just, you know, create your account and everything, and you just go on your own to all the different places. So that was really fun. That was kind of more like hands-on, where like we didn't have someone walking around with us, but, you know, we were able to just go to the store and figure out what we, you know, wanted essentially. So there was a little bit of a different process, but it was still fun just because we knew the store. Like, you know, comparing Bed Bath & Beyond and Target, like I usually go to Target more than I do the other Bed Bath & Beyond, just because I never really think about going there. So in Target, of course, I know like where everything is, and that was fun just because I was able to like really think about like more like daily things that I might need. And so the pricing in Target is a little bit more affordable as well. So I just went ahead and like we scanned different things. And then we also did a wedding registry at Macy's, and at Macy's it's kind of like the in-between. So I would say Bed Bath & Beyond is like the one with the most in-depth one that you'll get the most hands-on help with. Then I think it's like Macy's in the middle, and then it's Target. So Macy's, how they do it, they also have like their whole wedding registry place, and they do have someone there working that'll help you get started and just kind of give you some ideas and all that. So we had like the girl walk with us a little bit, and then we were just kind of on our own after that. Whereas Target, you just get like, you make your account, you get the little scanner, and they just give it out to you and you just go. So it's a little bit less personalized, but it was still fun. So Macy's was fun just because we know Macy's. The selections in Macy's are a little bit smaller than Bed Bath & Beyond and Target, I would say, just because they're like home place, or at least where the one that I went to, it's not as big. I feel like there's more stuff online than there is at the actual store. But we also went through that process as well. So overall, we kind of had the experience of having, the really in-depth wedding registry walkthrough, and then the more like practical, hands-on, quick ones with Target, and then Macy's, it was just kind of in between. So we really enjoyed it. It was fun. After all, you kind of realize what you need, what you don't need. You'll notice that some places, like, you may have repeated things. You just got to go back on your list and just kind of edit everything out. Some of my tips for starting your own wedding registry and just kind of the whole process itself is to kind of sit down before you go to the store and just kind of think about what you're actually going to need, about like what you guys like to eat, what you're planning to cook, what you will need in your house, what you already have, what you will actually need, all that stuff, and then just kind of combine, a list of the things that you really need and would like to put on your wedding registry, the things that are more like the essentials, I would say. That would be great, because we didn't do that, and I think that would have helped just to kind of sit down and know that. We didn't start thinking about what we would actually really need until after we had done our wedding registry, and so after that we just had to go back and edit it. So I would definitely do that. I would also encourage you to kind of check out a couple of different stores. Like I mentioned, we went to 3 different stores, and each one had its own way of doing things, and just figure out what you guys like the best, what process you guys like the best. If you need somebody to walk around with you, definitely check out Bed Bath & Beyond. If you're more of like you like someone there but not there the whole time, definitely check out Macy's, because that's how it was for us. And then for Target, if you just want to do everything yourself and you know exactly what you want, I would go to Target, just because they kind of allow you to do that. So yeah, so those are kind of like the things that I would suggest you doing. And then of course, go to the stores, explore everything. And then the great thing about these wedding registries is that you can edit them online. If you wanted to change something, add something, take something off, if you find something better at a different store, you can always edit it. So that's great. So yeah, those are kind of my tips for wedding registries. Let me know if you guys have any questions regarding this. I don't know too much about it, but we did have a good experience with it, and it was fun. It's just stuff that, that's part of the wedding process, and it's, fun to do with your future husband or wife. So I hope you guys are enjoying this wedding series here. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos to come, and make sure to like this video if you guys are enjoying my wedding series. So remember, you guys are all beautifully and wonderfully made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.